What's up, YouTube? What's up? So recently I had a live stream and shout out to Jay Will, and I said I was gonna get to it. He asked me a real interesting question. This is about two former teammates and how did they fare against each other. It was Latrell Sprewell versus Allen Houston. You never had that happen. So this was a Scooby like, okay. So I had to do some investigating reporting. I think as aside from 1994, Allen Houston averaged like 2 or 3 more points than Latrell Sprewell's best. But in every statistical category, Latrell Sprewell has him beat. And Latrell was more of a starter than him. But the interesting thing is this. Yeah, he's got him beat, but it ain't like it isn't like it's like I think it was like their career average was like by a 4 point over, and I think career total points he may got him beat by 500 or 600 points. It wasn't like this total dominance, but a lot of it had to do because Latrell missed 68 games that 1 year for that little, a little hands-on PJ Carlissimo. That's that episode that cost Latrell quite a bit of his career. So we really don't know what Latrell Sprewell's totals may have been were not for that particular episode. That particular episode puts a lot closer. Now, sight on sight is all I go by. So when you ask questions and you ask me who was better, who did I think was better, it's Latrell by 2, 3 to 4 steps. But they did work out great as teammates in New York. They both combined to get the Knicks to the finals. It's just that Patrick Ewing was hurt and old, and they lost to the Spurs 4-1 in that strike-shortened season. But I remember Larry Johnson hit that 4-point play. They played with a lot of heart and emotion. It's just that they didn't have any wood they had no wood in the box. So they was getting fly swatted by David Robinson and Duncan. But make no mistake, they played pretty good. They did win a game, and his teammates they was putting up numbers. Now, Latrell was a better player than Allen Houston, I think. But Allen Houston was a better complement player. Because if you played him with somebody, it was good they came together in New York, and I liked them together. This is an interesting question because it isn't very often that you ask me about two teammates and then they had careers without each other, and then on. But Latrell's got him beat pretty much every statistical category. I think it would have been even more had not been for that 68, game suspension. So, sometimes you got to take that in totality, which I had to. I had to think about that one for a moment because I was like, yeah, there's a reason why it's this close. I don't think it would have been that close if it wasn't for that. Because